Hi there, I'm Tim.
And I'm Björn.
From In Mourning. And you're watching
Metal on Loud. Okay.
Thank you, lady.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you guys for joining the podcast. How are things in your world?
Oh, thank you. It's quite good. We actually came home from recording guitars for a new album just some day ago, so it's landing.
Yeah, totally.
It must be really busy times there at the moment, then.
Yeah, it is. It's been like 7 days of only being in the bubble of tracking guitars, and just now it's time to reflect on what we actually did. With the time. Yeah. So it was kind of busy. It's landing time.
or even busier. It depends. It's kind of it's busy. We were busy recording. Now we're gonna be busy doing other stuff. So it's we're doing this release of this new album a little bit differently. We're doing it more ourselves, which means
more work.
A lot more work. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's fun work.
But that means this is going to be a pure album where it comes to your creativity with less outside influences.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an album where we really dig into every detail of it, I guess. I mean, we thought we did with the previous albums as well, but now we know you can dig even deeper.
Yeah, it's everything about deciding with what kind of CD you want to have and what kind of LPs and everything. We decide whatever we want to do now. So it's kind of cool. It's a lot of. Even I have a calendar now, and I have Dropbox stuff just to remember stuff.
A lot of new steps.
Yeah, it is.
Is this album going to have a bit of a different sound than your previous albums?
Sound? What did you say? A different sound?
Yeah.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, it feels.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's gonna have. We were working with new people, and we're. I mean, yes and no, I guess. I mean, it's still based on the same stuff. We're pretty much the same guys, but it's gonna sound different. It's gonna be kind of dark, I think.
Yeah, totally. A lot darker. Music-wise, but the structures and everything is still in mourning-ish. With the lead guitars and melodies and stuff, and riffing and fast drum parts and slow stuff. So I think maybe that is like the same, but it has a darker feel to it, at least for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. And I mean, it's different guys. Engineering and recording and mixing and all the way through that, so it's gonna be different. It was really a different experience because we've done this much more away from home and in studio, and we have done that earlier, but now it's different vibes.
Yeah,
it's
totally.
Gonna be a different result. It's gonna be really something.
Well, dark vibes are always good, so I like that.
Yeah.
Do you have like a little hint of the direction your music is going where it comes to themes or stuff like that?
It's before, like we ended a trilogy with the Garden of Storms album. So now it's like lyrical. It's a new story, and it's not based around a mythological story.
No. Yeah. I mean, me and Tim wrote the lyrics for the last album as well, but that was the last part of those 3 albums. So it was kind of, this time is the first time we're really let loose on the entire lyrical side of things. And it's been fun.
Yeah, totally. And we kind of wrote it like the same way as before, like writing together, like in a over internet and over a beer, and but still it's surrounding like one topic or something. You could say, but it's not. It's a bit more personal, since it's not embedded.
I mean, those other 3 albums has been kind of a story thing where you're gone from point A to point B, and this is more of a mush of things. And it feels more personal, and it feels darker is a word I think we're going to use quite a bit.
Yeah, probably.
This is the first time we're really talking about it at all, except between ourselves. So it's kind of...
it's in the start of... so you're the first here.
I appreciate the honor. Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
How important would you say storytelling is to your music?
I guess it's, at least for us, it's really important. Because I feel that
I get a feeling that it differs who you ask, like in the band.
Yeah, totally.
But I think it's important for the band, and we got quite some people like digging into the lyrics, and finding out stuff that we didn't find out ourselves when we wrote them, and stuff like that. But we go deep when we work on the lyrics.
Yeah,
it's
totally.
kind of
And I guess that the music gets enhanced, so it gets a deeper meaning, with the riffs and everything. If you're into lyrics, I think if you are not into lyrics, it doesn't matter, I guess. But if you can see like in the shapes, of different lyrics and stuff, and you care, I think that the music will hit you in a different way, rather than people who don't care about lyrics at all.
I think so. And I mean, we care about we write everything kind of separately. I mean, the music is written separately, and the lyrics are written separately, and the artwork is made kind of separately as well. But we care a lot about trying to piece those 3 together to like really fit and to make one piece. Because to me that it makes it, I believe it feels more, it makes it feel more.
Yeah.
I think the vocals are the glue that put those pieces together, and that's probably a process that you're about to start.
Funnily, no, it's done already. It was made before everything else. Actually. Yeah,
it's a really strange recording procedure this time, because since there was COVID and stuff, we didn't really know when we could meet all band members and stuff, because we don't live like in the same city anymore. And Toby, our lead singer, he was going to have a baby and stuff. So we really needed to try to make stuff, really, really smart. So actually we did the lyrics for the album before we made the guitars.
Yeah, before everything, pretty much. But it's on pretty solid, pre-production.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of
Yeah.
It became a problem, and we realized that Tobias is having a baby in the middle of everything, in the middle of COVID and everything, and the guy we were supposed to record with couldn't travel because he lived in another country and couldn't travel due to COVID. So it was kind of we had to change everything, and we got everything pushed to the very last deadline, which really ended up like if we're gonna feel safe about having vocals on the record, we need to do them before this baby and everything. So we made them first, but it works really
totally
really fine.
It sounds a bit like an IKEA recording process.
Kind of, but still at the same time though, it's it's probably the most wholesome recording overall this time.
Mm-hmm.
Aside of maybe the vocals, which came first, but the rest of it is really
Yeah, it has been really nice, to like Garden of Storms. We recorded like in evenings and stuff, in between work, and before
parts at home
and stuff, and now this time we made it to the studio and just went into the bubble, and worked, and it's so much. It feels great, to myself, just to be able to do that, because you can drop everything else and just have fun doing it, and be totally eaten, about doing this stuff. So it's, of course, this is just, we got home 2 days ago from guitars, but still it's a freaking good feeling, for this.
Really.
Mm-hmm. I really can't wait to hear stuff from this album. I've been watching your socials and the little snippets and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like you're having fun with it.
Yeah, totally,
really,
totally, and we can't wait, to share snippets of songs. It's coming to you guys. So, and the album won't be far off being released anyhow. So it's not going to be a long wait.
Okay.
Now from now on we're gonna roll.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna.
I guess the social medias will keep on being hot from now until the release date. So
that's good news for fans. Absolutely.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any ETA or dates to strive for?
Yes.
Since we do everything ourselves now, there's no one waving a finger that you can't tell anything.
I guess there's no secrets anymore.
No, there's no secrets.
Or maybe I mean we are cooperating with people, but I think we're free to do pretty much.
Yeah, of course. You own yourself.
Oh yeah.
So we will release the album before December hits,
Mm-hmm.
That's a very nice thing to look forward to. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously before that we're gonna reveal some song and stuff. So it won't be long, I think. But I mean, it's like we've been in a really long process of planning work where there's been really, you've been really off from the music because the music has been done for a little while, and it was just like we had booked studio and there's really a ton of planning stuff that we're not used to. So it's been like from now on, it feels like there's gonna happen a lot of things.
Yeah, totally. It's going to be hot in the morning camp from now on until the release day. So I look forward to it.
So it's like we just came home from the guitars, and now we're getting mixes sent, and everything is really happening fast now because all the deadlines are now.
If you look at the previous 2 years, the COVID years, would you say that it increased your productivity? Sorry. My Google starts to talk to me.
Okay.
Would you say that you have increased your creativity, or has it lessened it?
Toby writes the most of the music, like the founders of the music, and I think he has had a lot of creativity. Me, on the other behalf, I haven't had none.
I mean, we actually made the lyrics.
Yeah,
and it's been a bit of a struggle with the creativity, I think. But on the other hand, we've done a lot of other, kind of creative stuff. Getting these pieces together for the release and stuff. So I mean, it's yes and no.
Yeah, yes and no. It's just, at least for me, it's all the work you put in making an album and writing lyrics and stuff. It's like when I get the chance to play live, that's the paycheck for doing this. That's what at least for me, it's what I want to do the most, to play live. So it feels like from the last album, I didn't get my paycheck. So I'm really hoping for a big one now.
Yeah, we ended on a kind of a nice note because we were on a little tour, kind of just before. Must have been kind of just before COVID.
Yeah, it was just before. So
we actually went and made a show pretty much just before. So it was kind of.
I guess more is more. I needed more.
Of course, we needed more, but we were. I think we were still at that time. We were kind of going into, because this band is kind of like going in waves, because it's we play a little live and then it's we dive into some kind of create a new album.
Yeah,
place.
Like most of the bands do, I guess.
And I think we kind of dove into that just before COVID.
Oh.
This will be your 6th studio album, and that means that at that moment you have more studio albums than demos.
Yeah. Woohoo!
You finally made it.
Yes.
Do you ever plan to do anything with those demos, to re-release them or something?
We actually did.
You already did?
Yeah, we actually did. We did a triple vinyl box with just the demos. Strictly limited to vinyl and nothing else, because I don't know why. Because it just happened to.
It happened to
come on the table.
Yeah, but we had some fans just wanting to have the demos. For online or on the computer, they needed there. But we put it strictly on vinyls, I guess, just for fun, I guess. It feels like I think there was a little part of people that didn't really want to re-release that stuff at all, because it's old and it's and it's so I guess that was kind of a way to do it. We made that box. It became kind of a, if you're really into that stuff, you can get that box. Yeah.
And if you have a record player, I know.
We got some kicks for that.
Yeah, totally. We got a lot of kicks for that. But I guess this is what we could do.
Yeah, kind of.
I think so.
How do you look back at that material yourselves? Now that you're working on your 6th album.
I know we don't, because we weren't really part of the band back in that. Already, like in the demos, they changed some lineups, and I joined on the very last demo, which wasn't actually part of the re-release because it was so close to the first album. It's pretty much songs from the first album, so it's so it's older stuff.
I guess we think back on it like it's the band is proud of what they made for demos, but it's old news and there's a new suit for In Mourning now, and we don't look back at all. I guess the birth of In Mourning is maybe Shrouded Divine, you know, for the modern.
I mean, it sounded very, very
Morning,
different.
maybe.
It was different people, and it sounded very different back then. But I mean, I look back. I've listened to those demos before I joined the band, and I mean, my favorite, you know, maybe not nowadays. I have new favorites, but my favorite for a long time was the By Others Considered from the demo version before we put it on Shrouded Divine.
Yeah.
Because it was raw, you know.
Yeah, totally. And I had like after school, we went to Fanta Ungdomsgården.
Yeah, like what's it called? Maybe
it's a youth center or something.
That could be something very different. It feels like, you know, it's not like, you know, a place where you go to pass time, or, you know, they had some rehearsals and you could buy snacks and what.
To hang around with your friends after school, you know. And there was a jukebox over there. With CDs in it, and it costs like €1 to play one song. And In Mourning had an album from there. It was recorded in that, you know, in that place, in the basement there. And it was the first demo, and I played the same song every night because it was so good. I played Through the Depths of Misery with In Mourning, and I played Emerald Sword with Rhapsody every night.
Those are fun memories.
Yeah, totally.
So around Christmas, we can look forward to your new album.
Christmas gift of the year.
End of the year?
Yeah. Christmas gift of the year.
Yeah. Make it a nice box. Don't only put it out on vinyl, because I don't have a record player.
No, it will be CD.
Yes,
absolutely, for sure.
And if there's any complaints this time, you go directly to us.
Yeah. You have the number now.
Exactly. Do you have any other plans around the release? Are you already looking for gigs and stuff like that, or is it way too early for that?
I guess it's way too early, still some shaky, but we were actually talking about maybe trying to do like one, you know, stream or something, you know. That would be really nice to make like a release stream or something. We don't know if that will happen, but we haven't done a proper...
No, we haven't.
You know, stream.
That kind of feels like this right now. That kind of still feels like the safest way to play, you know, to make sure you can play for people. Because, I mean, we have some plans, but it feels kind of not sure if they're going to work, because you don't really know yet.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have some far away plans for like 2022.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are plans, but it's also a lot of. It's also hard to see if those plans are going to work or not.
Yeah. In certain times, it's about time the world stops spinning so fast.
Yeah, totally. But
it's weird when you think that it's gone like 2 years. So it's let's hope.
Yeah, but I was watching Limp Bizkit at Lollapalooza this morning, and there were a hell lot of people in that audience. So it's coming.
It was fucking great.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope that by the time you are finished, you can start touring. Otherwise, I'd love to see this stuff streamed.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Do you have any last words for your fans, our viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they should hang around on the social medias. You know, it's the easiest way to see what we have up. You know, and it's going to get fast stuff going on right now. So if you wanna come along, you should like stop by there.
Yeah, and I mean we're really doing our best to learn that stuff now.
Yeah, we are
to be on them.
Yes,
social
totally.
medias.
Yeah, that is for sure hard work, and I'm also really, really happy that we actually have a lot of fans that actually care what we are doing. I can see, you know, sitting in the studio and just watching those fans, you know, write to me and whatever, you know. I wrote to you, or you wrote to me, and everything. It's just I feel really, really lucky to being in the catacombs here in Sweden, you know, and just being able to do this stuff, and people actually care.
Yeah. Well, we do. You make great music, so it's an honor to have you on the show.
Oh, thanks. It's really cool to be on your show.
Yes, it's an honor.
Really. I'm glad you made it happen.
Yes, really.
Well, good music deserves the stage. So thank you very much for coming on, and we'll see you out there.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I mean, let's hope we can get out playing and we can meet somewhere.
Yeah, totally.
I'd love that.
Yes.
Little and loud.